Hey, what is up, guys? Demi here, and welcome to. I hope you guys noticed the new intro, by the way. So, what's that for? You may be asking, like, why did it say anime and whatnot, right? Well, that's for when we talk about anime type videos. Now, what I'm going to actually talk about is actually an anime series that I literally just finished today. Holy crap, this thing was freaking amazing. Normally I don't do videos like this, but I had to talk about this one, okay? So what it is, right, is that it's called Assassination's Classroom. Now, most people are going to be like, sounds kind of cool. Well, honestly, it really freaking is. So, I kind of just want to, I'm not going to spoil anything, because, you know, that would be kind of rude. But, if anything, you guys should definitely go check out this anime. It's fucking amazing. Oh man, so I would spoil the ending and stuff like that. Actually, no, this is spoiler warning. If you are on this series or whatnot and don't want it to be spoiled, or you want to go check it out, watch out. This is the spoiler warning. Okay, so pause that video. You know, go watch it. I don't know, do something. After you do that, come back here and finish this video. So what we're doing here is basically, we talk about anime series or something about anime. And it's going to be kind of like a little mini series for anything else. So what's going to happen with this is so let's get started on what the story's like. Story is fucking amazing. Okay, so the story starts out like, hey, you junior high kids, I don't know, they're last year of junior high, right? Yeah, let's go with that. And what they're tasked with is to kill their teacher. And their teacher is this superhuman being. Now, this superhuman being idea, it's not really, he doesn't look human, he's a tentacle squid thing, right? So, it'd be really, really interesting. So, you know, we continue from this, and first day of their school starts out with them trying to shoot Koro Sensei, and they made him a name called Koro Sensei, which means kill sensei. So or kill mentor, which is okay. So we go on from that, right? And it kind of get more and more in depth about how all the children's lives are, and the thing, you get like a couple new characters and da 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 da. But holy crap, the ending. When I watched the ending today, I don't think I've ever found anything that could make me cry as much as that did. I normally don't cry. Like, you know, you could die right in front of me and I'd be like, oh no, you could at least done a backflip. Like, I'm like that kind of person. But this legitimately made me cry, like to a really, really sad standpoint, all I'm going to say here. But if anything, like, I was bawling my eyes out over this. So you grow really emotionally connected to these characters throughout the thing. Now, this is a really, really, really cool thing that I love in stories, right? And what's funny, by the way, guys, I don't do that developing dreams thing. The little kid that was actually trying to run it, you know, happened to apparently ban me. He's a little faggot. Sorry, just had to get that out there. You know, he overreacted, and well, that's gone. So if anything, I have this new server that's called Dimensional Games. I'll be putting the link down in the description. You guys can come join it. Now we're only looking for pretty good people that can actually help. We have the ideas team, we have the story team, we have voice actors, we have, what is it? Music artists and digital artists. We call them music producers on our thing, but you know, whatever, right? So we go on from that, and so getting towards the ending, like, you know, you find out about the Reaper. The Reaper is one of the #1 dog assassin, right? So this assassin thing, right? So apparently, as you go in, you find out that that Reaper wasn't the real Reaper. He was actually the, what is it? It was actually Koro Sensei, which was actually really interesting to find out. Now, it goes into, stuff that's been happening to them and whatnot, and how he was actually the Reaper. That story was pretty interesting, and it gave us finally the background on the teacher that we've always wanted. And a cool little thing that they do throughout the thing is they find their weaknesses for the teacher. So what's cool about this, right, is in the ending, I think it was episode 46 and 45. I don't know, it was in between the two. So, they're pretty much, the kids find out that their teacher has been trapped with basically a barrier outside, this light barrier, right? And what they have to go through is like a bunch of military and whatnot, and they successfully get through that barrier. Now the barrier doesn't hurt them, it only hurts the sensei. So now by this time, if you watch the series, it gets really, really, really hard. Because, well, first it's the final boss fight, right? And it's basically Koro Sensei versus the Reaper, but with like over 9,000 power from what he has. Now, Koro Sensei can fly like Mach 20 and whatnot. Well, what they did to the Reaper after the kids beat them during that one arc, right? Well, what happened is that this Reaper, this fake Reaper, was actually able to go Mach 40 and anything double what Koro Sensei could. And on top of that, this guy himself also injected himself with whatever you call it. So as they're fighting and whatnot, Koro Sensei is getting his ass whooped. And I mean whooped. So we go on from that. And he's almost out for the count. And what is it? He gets knocked away, and one of the students, Kaede, or the green-haired girl in the thing, right? She still has the kinetic eyes from when she had the the tentacle bullshit. But the crazy thing about it is that she still had kinetic vision from it, right? So she used this to pretty much distract the, what is it? Crap. To help Koro Sensei, right? And what happens is pretty much one of the saddest things I think I've seen out of this, that she gets stabbed. Pretty much with the tentacle from the other Reaper. She basically dies. So Koro Sensei comes back and pretty much is like, what have you done, right? Like, he's super sad. He gets very, very angry. He kind of does the Super Saiyan thing, right? He becomes pretty fucking crazy, right? And it's like, oh yes, look at it. Now, this guy who is the evil fuckboy who literally just fucked up Kaede, right? Straight up, what is it? He's laughing because she died and now he's super angry, having his godlike powers, right? Well, what happens here is that, it's like your one weakness with the students. He says, you know what? They're not. They're actually my strength. Now, the cool thing about that is because he gives, like, this super emotional thing. Like, instead of just being anger, it's anger. All the emotions put into, like, this blast, right? So it's a really interesting concept there. And he pretty much destroys them both, okay? So he falls back down, and the saddest thing is that he's still trapped. You kind of forget this over the fight, and you're just like, what's going on? Like, so this beam of light will instantly, like, disintegrate him, right? And it's crazy. It's anti-me, or that's what they call it in it. But that's what it does. And the sad thing that happens is, what happens to Koro Sensei? Like, okay, so the kids are still there, and their task was to kill their teacher. Now, they already found this way to save him from blowing up and whatnot. If you actually watch the series, you'll find that out. And, what happens is that they all grab one of his tentacles. Now, because the way he can be stopped, and one of his greatest weaknesses is that he can't lift anybody if they're all on top of him. So what happens is that after all this hardship, after going through roll call for his last thing to call off their names, they have to kill him. And what they do is that they do that. It's like the most... Dude, it almost makes me cry just right now from how sad it was. Because you get so connected to this character, and having to see one of your favorite characters kill one of your other favorite characters, it's heartbreaking. But it's in a good way. Like, you know, either they can do it and get the bounty money, or they do it and the government gets to keep their money. So they do this, and here comes the sad part, guys, is that he basically kind of like fades away with like light and whatnot, like yellow light. Is honestly the saddest thing I think I've seen ever. And every single one of them, once he's disappeared, is that they all pretty much start bawling their eyes out. And it's a perfectly normal response to this. So what happens is that the next episode is basically them all grown up and what happens to school and whatnot. It's really freaking cool. So other than that, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed me talking about this favorite anime series I've actually just finished. Holy crap, it's so good. So this is one of those things that just happened. It's not always going to be just like this. I'll probably be doing some weird shit with it, but see you guys later in the white dimension. Hope you guys enjoyed, and peace.